So here at the channel, the goal is to save you guys some money. I happen to come across these $5 mags. Let's talk about it. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Big Ball Shooting, Big Ball Vlogs, Big Ball Entertainment overall. And I'm closing out my range day. And I wanted to talk about inexpensive magazines. I know a lot of you guys probably have a Glocks and have tons of factory Glock mags, but Glock magazines are plentiful. And I'm always looking for the best deals, but I'm also not trying to compromise reliability for the deal. So normally I will rock and roll with factory Glock mags. I might throw my own base plate on there to add a little bit to that. Or these mags. I've been loving these mags. These are the mags from ETS. They're, I guess, some kind of high strength polymer mag, but they are pretty much indestructible, and I had no issues with them. So I think I've kind of gravitated toward the ETS mags just because the Glock mags sometimes it just get a little bit more expensive. They're probably like, I don't know, I think I can get Glock mags for like $15 a piece, depending on where I'm looking. Factory Glock mags, whereas the ETS mags, I've seen these as little as $8, and I grab them when I can because I like to keep a lot of 9mm mags, or I like to keep a lot of mags in general, so I don't have to reload at the range. But anyway, I was looking for some deals because these are my ready to go mags, and I hate training with these because I drop them and I don't want to mess them up. I want them to know that they're good. So I was looking for some additional mags to train with. I was at the range last week and I was using my mags and they kept hitting the ground and bouncing out in front of the freaking firing line. I was like, man, I'm going to just buy some regular mags, or the cheapest mags I can find, to try to run with my Glock 19. And I came across these. These are the Amend 2 magazines. And I picked these up. I'll leave a link in the description below. I picked these up from one of my go-tos for about $5 and change a piece. These are 15 round magazines, so if you are not allowed to have magazines over a certain limit, these are 15 rounds, and they got this crazy little base plate on it. So for me personally, I'm an aesthetics guy. Like, I like the look of a mag, like I was just saying, I like the look of that extension on there versus this funky looking thing right here. Don't know what that was meant to do. So right out of the pack, I kind of had some opinions about these things, but I don't want my opinions to kind of like sway you from making a purchase that may work for you. But right out of the pack, the thing that I noticed was that this magazine is weirdly long. It's a 15 round magazine, and this is a 15 round magazine with a +5 on it, and they're essentially almost the same length. Like, if I did it without the +5, I'm going to try to line these up as best as possible. Let's do it this way. I'll line them up base to base. The Amend 2 mag is weirdly long. It's longer for some reason, and I don't know why. It looks like it should be like a 17 mag, but it's not. And it has this additional space at the bottom, which looks like an extension, but it doesn't appear. It says it's a 15 round mag. So first thing I want to do is I want to kind of like look at the mag, go through it, figure out, right now I can tell you right now, all polymer, kind of feels like it's kind of flexible. I don't know. Feels like it's got a pretty stout spring in it. Smooth from what I'm feeling right now, but the only thing that's bothering me right now is this extension. And let me get out one of my Glocks right here, and let's take a look at that. Let me get this out here. All right, empty, clear. So this is the mag, and it has that lip on it. Don't know if I like that. It looks like it's an extended magazine. Like, I think I have a, I don't know where it is, but I definitely got it. Hold on a sec. All right, so this is a ETS 20 round. I think it's maybe 22 rounds. I can't remember. And like I said, look at that, how that extends out of the base of the Glock. And this is the 20 round. I mean, yeah, it sticks out a little bit more, but it's just odd. And back to my factory, or no, my ETS mag, 15 round, doesn't stick out that much. Like, it has a little bit of plastic hanging out there, but it doesn't stick out that much. So that struck me as odd. Not sure why it has that base plate on there with that additional space, but it only appears to hold 15 rounds. And I think right now what we got to do is we got to check that out and see if that 15 rounds is true. And then we're going to run some rounds through it. So before we run rounds through it, let me put this down. And let's talk about the mag itself. Like I said, definitely polymer. It's a polymer mag. Let's see if I can get this base plate off of here and see what's on the inside. See if there's a spacer or something in there that... See, if there's a space or something in there that would freaking keep this from holding more rounds. All right. Crazy thing is, I got some of these from my other stuff, but you pump this out. I got some of these from my rifles. You push this down with a tool, and it's really easy to get out. And there's that number 2. And there is a spring and a follower. So right now, off the bat, there doesn't seem to be anything keeping this from holding additional rounds. But maybe the spring does look a little bit long. It looks like it's made for a longer magazine. So it's a pretty stout feeling spring. A little bit of resistance running in there. Not exactly the smoothest. You hear it getting all, like the follower is like kind of getting jammed up. A little resistance. Maybe that'll break in or become a problem later. Let's put this magazine back together. Easy to come apart though for maintenance. So if you don't just want to just throw them in the trash, yes, you could take those apart and snap those back together like that, and that will be all you need to do. Another thing is, sorry, I got my keys all over the place. Another thing is, it is definitely polymer. Like, it's like soft polymer too. It doesn't feel like the ETS mag. The ETS mag just feels like this plasticky polymer. This feels like a soft plastic. I'm curious about the feed lips on there. They're not that flexible, so it feels, you know, but just like it feels like it would swell over time. Whereas the ETS mag, man, I mean, these things are just stout. So these are my go-tos, like I said, by the way. So this is what I'm comparing this to. Lighter. So it's a lighter mag. Not as heavy as the ETS mag, but of course I got this metal base plate on there. And from right now, from what I can see, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a basic Glock mag. So what I want to do is I want to put some rounds through it. Let's put some, let's run it through my Glock 19. Using my Glock 19 doesn't have any feed issues or anything that was keeping it from, will keep it from functioning properly. The only thing is, I think I do have to, on this Glock 19, I got to lower the recoil spring because it doesn't want to lock back all the time. But if there are any issues, I would say it's coming from a $5 mag. But you know what they say, you get what you pay for, so that wouldn't be a surprise. But if I'm able to run rounds to this thing without any problems, you got a hell of a deal. That was, you know, pretty much a bang for your buck, I guess. All pun intended. So let's get this thing loaded up. Let me get some ammo out because I am running out of time here. I probably got like 20 minutes left before the range closes. Let's get some ammo in these things and then run them and see if I got any issues. And maybe, you know, this is the thing that you want to go stock up on. Give me a second. Let me load up and then we'll get to shooting. All right. So I got 3 loaded up. I got more, but I thought I would start off with 3. And maybe run a little bit more. I got about 100 plus rounds of 9mm on me. So first thing is, I thought I would, instead of going straight to the pistol, I thought I would see how they run in a PCC, pistol caliber carbine. I think that I got this thing dialed in. It's pretty tuned in right now. So it is running without any issues. I've had no issues with the ETS mags. Mags are 15 rounds. There is no room, and it's a tight 15. Like there's no room to push another round in that thing, which is odd. Like I said, with all that space, I'm not sure why, but it is 15 rounds. So first thing I want to do is I want to run 1 magazine or maybe 2 magazines through the PCC. Haven't ran this in a while. We are pretty close. We're only like five yards out. We're going to run some rounds through this and see exactly if it works. It locks in. No issues. It doesn't come out. I can't pull it out. Let's see how it runs these 15 rounders. All right, 15 down and no issues at all. Let's do another one. It's in there. All right, here we go. Well, first one, light primer strike maybe. Let's see what we got here. All right, put that down. Yeah, primer strike, light primer strike. Let's see if it goes off this time. Nope, bad round. All right, let's try this one. $15. No issues. All right. So far, 15 rounds, no issues. 30 rounds, no issues. Runs in the PCC. Like I said, it's tight though. Like I said, when I try to press it in, you got to give it a hammer to get it locked in, because that last round, that don't want to give it any more room to play. No more room to move. What Biggie say?
Don't fill them clips too high, get them bullets room to breathe.
Don't load those clips too high, get those bullets room to breathe. Yeah, that needs some breathing space. So with that said, I'm gonna load up my mags again. I'm gonna load these up. I still got one. Actually, it's not even loaded. I'm gonna load them up again, and then we're gonna try them with the pistol, see how it works. All right, we're back, and I loaded up 2. We'll see how this goes. Maybe you have enough ammo to roll up another one. We are running these through my, I say Glock, but it's like a Glock clone, PSA Dagger upper, CST lower, serialized lower. I'm gonna run through these and run through these 2 mags to see how this runs. Like I said, I've had no issues with this as far as reliability from feeding, unless it was an ammo issue. The round didn't go bang. No double feeds, no nothing out of this gun. So we're gonna see how this runs. Again, got a little bit of a grip there. I guess you can call that a little bit of a finger grip for, I don't know, people who have bigger hands. If you are one of those type of people that likes that little pinky rest, that's what you got. So we're gonna run 15 through this and see how it feeds. $15, no feed issues. Slide lock back. Let's try 15 more. $15 more. Slide back. No issues. All right, man. Not bad. So like I said, you say you get what you pay for. I mean, I know it's only 2 mags in. Oh no, that's 4 mags. 2 through the PCC, 2 through the Glock 19. But these seem to be worth $5. They're light. I mean, the only thing I like is just light and plasticky. I don't know. They just feel really light and plasticky. And again, I don't know why they have that additional space at the bottom. Maybe the follower's a little bit bigger. I think the follower's probably bigger than the one on the ETS mags. Maybe not. I don't know. It just looks odd. Yeah, it is. The follower on the ETS mag is a tiny little thing. And as you saw when I pulled that out, the follower on this one is at least that far down. So that's going to limit, I guess, the amount of rounds you can put in it, because it's going to bottom out sooner. So, but like I said, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I got like 15 minutes left before the range closes. So we're going to grab 2 more mags. We're going to run them. See if we got any issues. Then we're going to call it a day. But yeah, $5. $5. I know a lot of you guys probably wouldn't even consider spending like $5 on anything that goes on a pistol. But I've been, you know, in the days that I've been shooting, I could not always afford like all of the, you know, cool gadgetry and all the expensive stuff. That's why I'm kind of like the guy who pushes the budget options, because at the end of the day, I'd rather you have a lot of these that run reliably for $5 than having 2 or 3, you know, like expensive magazines that, you know, you're training with them, or you're trying to train with them, and you don't want to damage them, stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, this is going to save your life probably one day. So I don't want anything that's super sketchy. When I talk about $5 mag, these I think this is 15. These and like I said, let me show you this real quick. These will not take another round. I think I'm at 15 right now. This will not take another round. This is tight 5. Look, I can't even get it in there. Ammo's blowing over. Wind's kicking up. So these are decent mags for $5. I'm going to say right now. I mean, excusing the aesthetic look of it with that big old base plate on it that doesn't really match up to a Glock. Don't know why they put it on there. For $5, I think I could deal with it. Or, I mean, if I was that upset with it for $5, I'd probably go try to find me some inexpensive base plates off of like eBay or something like that, and pretty much just swap them out, just to make it look flush. But even if I do that, it's still gonna stick out a little bit in the bottom, so who knows. It's inside the palm of your hand, so maybe people won't even see it, but for me, I just know it's there. It's kind of weird. So let's what magazines I got here. Okay, let's get one more. Wind's kicking up, blowing everything everywhere. Hopefully the sound isn't picking that up, because I got mic'd up. I forgot my mics, and this mic doesn't have noise cancellation, so I'm gonna shoot this out, and then we're gonna get up out of here, and I'll get back to you soon. Quick shameless plug. Yeah, if you haven't seen me shooting, it's because I've been trying to get all my certifications. So if you're in the state of Delaware and you're in like the Middletown, Odessa, Wilmington area, I am now certified to do basic pistol training, NRA basic pistol training. I have CCW. I'm working on getting certification for doing, if Delaware institutes the permit to carry, I am going to be able to train for those people who want to get their permit to buy pistols, and range officer. So I'm going to be chief range officer. So I'll definitely be posting some videos trying to get your support in my new business venture. And I'm also thinking about maybe even getting an FFL. I don't know. Don't know if I want an FFL, but yeah, maybe. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll talk to you later. Peace.